Welcome back to History and Freemasonry, where ancient symbols reveal timeless truths. The Rite of Memphis, Egypt's hidden light in Freemasonry. In the secret corridors of Masonic history, few names carry as much mystery as the Rite of Memphis, a society claiming descent from the ancient temples of Egypt. Founded in 1838 by Jean-Étienne Marconis de Nègre, this rite blended Freemasonry with Hermetic and Egyptian symbolism. Marconis taught that the lost mysteries of Isis and Osiris lived within its rituals of death, rebirth, and sacred geometry. Masonry as the universal church of light. During the 19th century, European lodges swelled with fascination for Egypt. The Rite of Memphis offered nearly 100 degrees of initiation, each revealing fragments of Hermetic, Kabbalistic, and Templar wisdom. In 1881, the Italian liberator Giuseppe Garibaldi united it with its sister system, the Rite of Misraïm, creating the ancient and primitive Rite of Memphis Misraïm, a brotherhood that linked esoteric masonry to politics, liberty, and the human spirit. Among its chroniclers, John Yarker stands foremost. In The Arcane Schools and History of the Rite of Memphis, Yarker claimed the system preserved the ancient initiations of Egypt, Chaldea, and the Essenes. He saw Masonry as a single golden thread of light running from temple to lodge. Others, like Albert Pike and American researchers Cummings and Henderson, judged it irregular, accusing its founders of selling degrees. But even they admitted its symbols held a strange power that reflected Masonry's oldest ideals. French historians Joanny Bricot, Gérard Galtier, and Serge Caillet traced how the rite flourished in Paris and Italy, then spread worldwide. Galtier called it the most complete Egyptian expression of Freemasonry, a mirror of Hermetic alchemy, theurgy, and cosmic ascent. Caillet emphasized its theosophic heart, the initiate as microcosm of the divine universe. Bricot chronicled its 19th century lineage and preserved its archives when others dismissed it as heresy. The rite's influence reached beyond the lodge. Papus, Gérard Encausse, Robert Ambelain, and Jean Malinger kept it alive through France's occult revival, merging it with Martinism and Christian gnosis. In Britain, John Yarker transmitted it to Aleister Crowley, who used its Egyptian mysteries to shape Thelema and the modern Gnostic Mass. Across the Atlantic, R. Swinburne Clymer and Manly P. Hall praised its allegories as the spiritual blueprint of the ancient mysteries reborn. The rite's teaching was simple yet profound, that all religions are veils of one truth, man's eternal return to the source of light. Its rituals invoked Isis, Osiris, and Ptah as symbols of regeneration, the sun and moon as the twin pillars of creation, and the human soul as the living temple of God. Within these ceremonies lay a vision of Masonry not as a fraternity of builders, but as the custodian of universal wisdom, linking the Gnostics, the Templars, and the philosophers of Egypt. Modern historians describe the Rite of Memphis Misraïm as both irregular and illuminating. Irregular because it stood outside recognized grand lodges. Illuminating because it preserved the spiritual side of the craft, the union of science, mysticism, and faith. Even critics like Pike admitted that behind its exotic degrees burned the same flame that kindled Solomon's temple and the mysteries of Hermes. Today, Memphis Misraïm survives in small obediences across France, Italy, and Latin America. Its initiates still trace their lineage through Marconis, Garibaldi, Yarker, and Ambelain, guarding a tradition that sees Freemasonry not just as an ethical system, but as a sacred science of the soul. From the temples of Memphis to the modern lodge, its message endures. The light once born in Egypt still shines through Masonry, guiding every seeker back to the eternal source. If you find Masonic history enlightening, please like, share, and subscribe, and continue your journey in the light of the great architect of the universe. Thank you.